Studios. Kickback Podcast. Case and Jarard J.
Kickback Podcast. Kickback Podcast.
You got a catalog, nigga.
Nah, I ain't never.
I ain't wolf in this motherfucker. I got series.
Nigga, I got a
Okay,
picture
hold
of
on. Calm down. And cut. And. Ladies and gentlemen, please disregard everything you just heard. Welcome to the Kickback Podcast. I am Jarard J. It's Wednesday again.
Wednesday.
Case is here.
What up, yo?
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
good. I'm having a good day today.
How you feeling? You okay? I hope your day been going good, week been going good. I know it's been a little bit weird, but you're with us now. Thank you for coming. Make sure you tell everybody that you know to be here with us. Listen, as we continue to celebrate Hip Hop 50, you know, we've been having a lot of really monumental guests come in and join us. We've been having great conversations about just hip hop moments and memories and, you know, influences and things like that. And today is going to be incredible for a couple of reasons, because when you think of hip hop, one of the things you have to think of is the records that made it to different types of statuses, right?
Yep.
Records that transcended the genre, right? Records that were timeless and that when you hear them now, it's like it just came out, but it's not just in the hip hop community.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And one of those records is
Better. But wait, let me tell you some other shit. So I was in high school.
wait, bro, we got it. I was trying. Damn,
My bad.
you messed up my whole situation.
So I was in high school. Stop there. The nigga was in high school. Just remember
So-
that.
When you would, you know, be on the block or whatever the case is, and you heard that record, what's your man got to do with me? I got a man, but your man ain't me. If you were black, white, rich, poor, articulate, stupid, any of those type of things, you knew that record.
Stupid
And your
chicks,
people
stupid
knew
chicks,
that
damn.
record, and you still know that record. And the orchestrator of it is here with us. Positive K is in the building, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, Mark? Be present, baby. I'm here.
Yeah.
The hat
good,
fits
brother.
you.
That's right, baby.
The hat fits.
You know,
all day.
I've seen Jadakiss wear this a couple of days ago. I said, I got one of those.
Yeah, you got to get that.
I gotta
Yeah, you
rock
gotta put that
mine.
on.
You know.
You gotta put that on.
I want to dive right into it
Can I
as we
tell-
just.
can I
As,
tell my high
yeah,
school
that's
story?
why I'm doing it.
Okay, well,
I want to
do me
dive
like
right
that.
into it, just to be comfortable and have fun with this conversation. Again, we celebrating 50 years of hip hop. We celebrating everything that hip hop has meant to everybody in this room and everybody that's watching. And you were able to come out with a song that, like I was saying, transcended the genre, but it did it at a time where that was unheard of. Nowadays it happens. You know what I'm saying? You get
It was before Tone Loc.
yeah,
and them dudes.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
That was one of the first ones that
That really
stepped
did
it up.
that. And you know, A, did you expect that to happen when you were making that record? And B, how did that change your life at that time?
Man, you know, like Quincy Jones said, if we all knew what hit records was, we'd all be rich. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I didn't expect it, but I knew in my best effort at that time of making music, I knew that was the one.
Okay.
My recording budget I finally had got after I left being independent. Alan gave me a budget. And with that budget, I spent maybe about 80% on that one song. You know, I mean, I dumped it in there. I flew engineers in and with the little Oratone speakers at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I remember those. I remember
That's
those.
first started using them, you know?
Yeah.
I'm bringing guys engineering, mixing it. I brought in about 9 or 10 producers from Daddy-O to Mark Sparks to Big Daddy Kane. I mean, they were just coming through, man. And I was just, hey,
That's
man,
dope.
do a snare, man. Do it. Everybody was going and just dissecting it and playing with it, you know? I had about maybe like 30 versions of that record, man.
Wow, see,
That's
that's
dope.
something I didn't know.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
But let me tell you. Now, can I tell my high school
Yeah,
story?
please tell your high
Okay,
school
so I was in high school. In '87, I moved to Mount Vernon. You made the video for No, I'm Not Having It at John L's in Mount Vernon.
Chanel's upstairs.
Yeah,
on the roof.
wow.
On the
But wait,
roof.
which is the same spot where Heavy D made Mr. Big Stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's the big
Really?
stuff. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Matter of fact,
That was the spot.
G Wiz and them were there. Matter of fact, when I was shooting the video, I'll never
nigga,
forget
I
that.
remember that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and one of my homegirls was in the video, but she wasn't having it. Apparently, I don't know.
Dang, and see, that was a big one too. Like,
Yeah,
it was just, it's
that's what
just,
she said.
Yeah, I got a question though. How did you get to that record? Because you didn't used to rap like that. You came up with Big Daddy Kane,
Yeah.
Grand Pooh.
Yeah, me, Lord Finesse, Big L.
Yo, Pooh would text me the other day
Yeah.
on Saturday.
differently.
Yeah.
And then when I heard that record,
That's
I'm
a good
shorty
question.
on it.
Well,
I
because me and
remember
him
he
battled,
rap.
and then what happened was he
Changed my
realized.
He changed my whole format. You know what I'm saying?
He realized I couldn't rap, and he was like, I didn't like this.
Rap. So
Yeah.
when I heard that record, I was like, wow, this is different from what I heard
right.
around.
Well, first,
mixtapes and all the other joints. Well, not really mixtapes.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Records that you, like you said, you was independent and you were putting out joints.
when I first did the record, I'm Not Having It. You know, everybody got their thing off. You know, I had a song called, everybody got their thing off, and she had Light had Cram to Understand You, and Milk had Top Billin'. You know, I had a song called Quarter Gram Pam. You know what I'm saying? Well, it was a good record, but it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. You know. So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, I gotta get my thing off here. I'm looking crazy. You know, so Marvin Gaye was my favorite artist.
Oh wow!
And I said to myself, I said, if he was Marvin Gaye, what would he do? You know, and I looked at it. I said, man, Marvin Gaye does all duets. You know what I'm saying? From Tammy Terrell, from Dionne Warwick, to Diana Ross.
Damn, it's true.
Yeah,
Kim Weston. He did a whole album with Kim Weston. Diana Ross. Yeah, he did 3 duet albums. Yeah.
And I said, you know what, man? You got MC Light right here, man. Just go ahead and just try and pull this off. You know?
So that was Light.
That was Light on there. Yeah.
I thought it was you and they pitched it up.
No. I'm not having it. I get to that.
No, I'm talking about on.
I got a man.
I got a man.
I'm gonna get there in a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there in a minute.
Okay.
So when I did that, that's when I kind of made the transition of the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't spit the way I wanted to. Even though Light wanted to do that, I'm like, calm down, baby. Because she was like, I'm not having it. I said, listen, I don't need you to do all of that. I need a little bit more sexy in that Light. You know. So we did that, and that was the mothership right there. You know, and that's how the dialogue and the flow developed. So I Got a Man was the backup to I'm Not Having It, but I had trouble with the label.
Hell of a backup.
So I left the label. Kane had me on the road with Mo D. I go to work tour. I was opening up. They booted me off the tour, so they couldn't afford me on the road.
Okay.
Kane calls Carol Lewis. He's like, yo, what's going on? She said, I don't think they want him out there, whatever. Kane said, was there a problem if he stay? She was like, Kane, well, you're headlining the show. He said, if he want him to stay, he can stay.
Let's go.
He said, yo, get your bags if you want to stay. Get on the bus.
Let's go.
So I got on the bus, and then he said, listen, you get back, we're going to start working on some songs for you. So I got back, and he said, play me what you got. So I played this song, I Got a Man, and it was to Slipping in the Darkness. That's what it was. That was the first.
Slipping in the Darkness? Say what? Yeah, I know. War. That's War.
Yeah, so I'm rhyming to that, and
I'm trying to picture that.
Yeah.
Slipping in the boom.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so I'm rocking that, and then I'm like, I'm holding my nose and pitching the joint. I'm saying, what you man?
Oh, you doing both voices?
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm doing it so Light can learn the lyrics. Right. So Kane's listening to it. Kane's like, yo, man, we should just kind of keep that. I'm like, Kane, come on, that's not what he was. Stop playing. So I laid my vocals down again, and we did it. The Razor Blades was the first time me and Kane did it. That was you remember the break joint Razor Blades?
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we did it to that. That's what Kane produced, and we did it. And then I did the girl part with my regular voice, and then Kane went in there. We was on the synclavia over in,
that's Stevie Wonder shit. All day.
We was on the synclavia, and Kane pitched it up, and I'm like, yo, come on, man. I said, yo, nobody's buying that. You can tell him pissed up. I'm like, nobody's gonna buy that, bro. They sounded crazy. And I remember Freddie Fox walked in later that day, and he was like, yo, who's the bitch? Kane said, see, I told you. So,
that's funny as shit. So
he got everybody trying to convince me to stick with it. And I'm like, man, I'm not doing it.
You knew something.
So finally, it was like he said, I said, well, if I'm going to do it, it got to be to the point I can't even tell this joint, I can't even tell it was what it was.
Right.
So Kane got mad. He said, well, you finish it, So I went in, I said, okay, gave me the masters, and I went and I started mixing it and doing different versions of it. And then as I was going, I was tweaking it, taking bass out, doing it again, finding ways to disguise my voice, and then filter it again and break it back down again. And I kept doing it.
And now you're fucking up the tape.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, because back then, ain't no digital recording.
Now you're fucking up the tape.
It was a long process.
Yeah.
It was a long process.
Oh, I know that process.
And
that's like there's a riot going on.
Oh, it was gated. That song was gated to death. You know what I'm saying?
already knowing.
And we did it, man. It got to a point one time I was like, the last engineer I flew in, and I was down to my last, I think it was my last 30 grand on the budget.
Especially if you spent 80 grand.
Yeah. Like, I spent more than that. But I was like, wow. I was like, yo, I'm down to this last 30, and I'm like, studio time, you know how that was. Session was like 10 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Boy time change.
Yeah. With engineers and everything, that was wow. It was like 10 grand for that little 12, 15-hour session.
Yeah, right. Just for some lights that's reset.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I did that, man, and I got to a point, and I said, yo, the dude mixed it. I went home, I was tired, my ears were burnt. I came back the next day, dude set it up, and he played it. And I listened to the joint, and I was like, I can't even tell. I said, I can't even tell, man.
So who picked the sample that ended up on the record?
Well, my DJ and I was in the room, and we was just going through some joints. I was trying to find an intro. Which we used, I think it was Rufus Thomas with the doom, the doom, doom,
Yeah.
That's in the front. And then he was just going through some records, and I'm sitting there and I heard,
Y'all about to say,
I said,
I've been
that's
there.
it.
No,
I
I've been there. As soon as you hear that, yeah, I already
hit
know.
the brakes.
I know that feeling.
You know, and he was like, what? I said, man, do that again. And he hit it again. I said, yo. He said, man. He's like, nah, that's funky. No, the Funky 4 used that too. I said, man, let's find something else more complicated. I said, that shit right there is crazy.
Yes, sir.
I said, I'm sorry, that's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's just crazy. And we went, and then I went to Jazzy J. And I had Jazzy J because the drums was already there.
Right.
And I said, the only person who's going to be able to do this and get these drums and sit everything the way it's supposed to sit is Jazzy J.
Right.
So I go up to the Bronx. I sit down with Jay, and Jay's like, okay, bounce it down and bring it here. I'm going to do it in my studio.
Right.
So I bounced it back down again.
Wow.
Took it back up to him.
Right.
Nigga, you fucked the Ampex up.
And
You fucked the Ampex
so
up.
my joint was like, you know how they spliced and cut?
I'm already knowing.
My tape was plaid.
Scotch tape all over the place.
I was
Nigga, that Ampex was fucked
It
up.
ran like a flat tire, baby. It was crazy. But Jazzy J did it, man, and he was a master at. I mean, he's a master with the drums.
Yeah.
But at that time, I think nobody could probably touch Jazzy J. You know, I mean, he taught everybody. He taught Diamond D. He taught Lord Finesse. He taught all of them guys how to rock the MP and the SP12. He was the master.
Okay.
So he went in there and he chopped it up, man, and he put it together, and we got it back. Had to call the engineers back again. You know what
Let's
I'm saying?
go.
I'm down to my last little 15
We got it
and
now.
change.
We got
you
it
know what I'm
now.
saying?
Yeah.
And that was it. And I said, this is it. This is it. And they mixed it, and it was done.
Yeah, because
done,
that's
man.
it's a joint.
It was done.
Yeah,
And,
so fuck with that.
So the record gets finished. Like, walk us through the process. The record gets finished.
record gets finished.
Then when it's time to say, okay, this is the one we're gonna go with. What's the feeling within the camp at that point? Because obviously you don't put everything into that record, but we're in a point in hip hop where we're still. I think people are still kind of unsure about what hip hop's gonna do at that time. Like it's a fad
back
still.
then, yeah,
It's still a
yeah.
fad. You
Well,
know what I mean?
we didn't think so.
We didn't think so.
We didn't think that.
We didn't think so.
No,
92.
nigga.
That's 92. Yeah. That's 92.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I remember because
it
I was a
was-
freshman in high school.
Was it?
Yeah, that's how I remember.
Well, here it is. It didn't take off till later on because nobody really wanted to rock with the record. Like you said, what the climate was. The climate
Yeah.
was that DJs were like, I'm gonna wait for the next one because I'm coming up with a song called
Everybody
Night
waiting
Shift.
for the next person, yeah.
I'm coming with a song called Night Shift, and I sold like 100,000 units by myself on
Yeah.
that. That's how I got to deal with Allen.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, I'm like, what you doing with this? How you get here?
Right.
Well, we're gonna wait until
Nigga,
the next
this the one.
We're gonna wait for the next one.
This the one.
I said, okay, wait a minute. So now the label's like, well, let's shoot a video for it. So I said, let's go with the video. We went with Ralph.
Yes, sir.
Ralph and Lionel.
Yes, sir.
And I said, I had an idea. I want to use 3 different chicks on there. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, let's just go with one chick. I said, nah, man, it's got to be exciting, man. We got to keep it moving.
Polygamy.
You know what I'm saying? So we went and did that. We found 3 chicks, and then he brought another director in who really seen my vision. Younger dude, which is Jeff Bird.
Right.
And that was his first big video. And he crushed it. He brought my idea home.
That's dope.
And
That's dope.
and the video was dope. But again, they serviced it after the video came out, the black radio. They loved the video. The video landed on like the box and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit used to come on every fucking day.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
video.
And I wasn't mad.
The video, I wasn't mad either. I was like,
I knew
the
you
record
weren't
ain't
mad.
doing
Let's
nothing, but the
go.
video was
Yeah.
insane, which I really cared about was the video.
Yeah.
So I went with the video, and then the song dies at black radio. And I'm like, yo, man. They're
Really?
Like, yo. Yeah, so they like, you get ready for your next tour, your next record. I'm like, but there was a guy named David Linton. He was up there at Poly. You might know David.
Yeah, I know Dave.
Yeah,
I know Dave.
Real good guy. He said, man, this is just a good record, man. I know it's a good record. I feel it's a good record. He said, I'm going to reservice this to the pop department and see what they do.
This is what happened. Okay.
So they serviced the record to the pop department, and I swear within a week, man, I'm in heavy rotation at all the P1 stations. I'm talking about, they got me on the road like on the 3rd week of servicing the record.
Yeah.
And I haven't been home probably for another 8 months after that.
Yeah.
Everything was happening while I was
Yeah.
on the road, So that happened, and then they resurfaced the record maybe a year later.
To R&B.
To black radio. And then, it didn't take off till about 94 when
Wow.
it really banged.
Wow.
But
So-
you know what's crazy about that? You know who else that happened to? What's Going On, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, okay.
Barry Gordy
Really?
said it was the worst record he ever heard.
Wow.
And he was like, I'm not putting this out.
Who said that? Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy.
Really?
And Marvin Gaye went behind his back and got the radio people to service it, and it took off. He's like, hey, can you do an album? And he did the whole album in 2 weeks. Nigga, you
That's what
Marvin
happened.
Gaye.
That's what happened. That song lasted. It went up, it went down. It came back up, it went back down.
And then it
I
went
said,
all
what
the
the
way
hell?
up.
Then it just boom, and then it just stayed there.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it
And
stayed
it was
there.
just like number one in the country, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
And
How
that's
long,
gangster.
how long did it stay number one? It was
That's
a long
gangster.
time.
a lot of weeks. Like, there was like 16 or
Yeah,
something like
it was
that.
a long time.
I think I bumped. I forgot who was it. Who was
Wait, he was number one where? On R&B chart or pop
It was
chart?
number one in the country.
Country.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That record was,
Yeah.
man.
Ooh,
It was
that
number
was my
one in the country.
shit.
I forgot who was there. Up
I
in the
thought it was
joint a
just
long
me.
time.
Wow.
I think was it Dre in them or something? I think
Who
Dre
cares
was
at
out
this
there.
point?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I forgot
No,
what it
Dre
was.
came out in 92. In
But
94 was
they were
was
still
big
dropping
and
joints.
pop
They
and
were
all
still
that
dropping.
shit.
Yeah, they were still dropping joints though.
Guess what? They shit wasn't number one in 16 weeks.
Yeah, I was number one for a long time.
Long time, man.
For a very,
I was number
very
one
long
for
time.
2 weeks, and it was only on the R&B chart.
Well, that was good money there though.
Wasn't the same as that shit, though.
Nah, that shit was it was a beautiful thing.
wasn't that.
Then they did the commercials, and that was like the number 6 commercial in the country.
That's dope.
And they was
That's dope.
they was playing it like I'm watching the basketball game, Jordan, and I'm watching the Coke commercial come on. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. You know, this is crazy.
That's got to be a feeling right
Follow
there.
my-
no,
Cha-ching.
no, it's the
Nigga.
the checks.
Y'all about to say follow my chick?
I've never seen money like that.
Really?
That was insane.
Oh
cash,
yeah,
man.
nigga, that's pop money.
Listen, and it's like every week. the
Nigga,
joint
pop money is different
the
from.
check is like the
Yeah.
check even opens different. Like
Hey, wait, when you open it, make a noise. When you open a regular check, it just be like shh. When you
this
open a
check-
pop check, it be like hi, nigga.
Hey,
Trust
listen,
me.
The checks are so crazy. I remember I used to have them sent to my mom's crib, right? Just in case I was moving around and whatnot. So my man was going there. Every time I got in, she's like, well, you know your sister.
She opened your mail.
You know your sister
Oh,
got a
you
little
know
trouble.
what? Your mama gonna open your mail.
Yeah.
Your sister told me to ask
Wait,
you.
make sure he know. Your mom's gonna open your mail.
Your little cousin called and said,
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
Yeah.
what the hell?
That's the same thing as. So you know what I find funny? It's the same thing that you do with your wife.
Did it happen to you too? In
No,
terms
my
of like,
my checks was. I didn't have pop checks.
Yeah, but you had some checks,
Biggest,
though.
yeah, I had some checks.
What's the biggest check? One check that you got.
Oh my God.
350,000
And what was that for?
writing
Okay.
songs. It was a publishing deal.
Okay.
Yeah, my publisher.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's my biggest one.
Yeah, that was my biggest one. But
Funny story. I'm getting ready to sit. I'm sitting down to do my publishing deal. So they called me for the publishing deal, right?
Yes, sir.
Wait,
And-
is this after the song is already?
This is no. This is right when the video got crazy.
Okay.
All right. So they
Ooh,
called
the
me.
price shot up.
Yeah. So
I
they
already
said
know.
'Cause that's why I asked that
was
question.
I already
'cause
know.
They were trying to get me to do the publishing deal before the record even came out.
How much were they trying to get you?
They was trying
Like
to give me.
70,000.
They were trying to get like 75.
Yeah, I already know. I already know.
So I'm sitting. I'm waiting there, and my lawyer calls me, and she said, they want to do that publishing deal again. I think you should take it while the video was really, really hot. And I'm like, well, the record ain't doing nothing in the radio. I might as well go ahead and get this money right now, So they bumped it on up, and I'm sitting there ready to get my, I'm sitting there for the appointment in this office and whatnot. Me and this other brother is sitting in front of me. And we sitting there, he's like, yo, man. He said, yo, I'm a little nervous. I said, yo, so I'm a little nervous too, man. I wonder how this thing's gonna go, play out,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up like about $1.75.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, damn. And he's like, yeah, man, they signing me too, man. I even make no records yet, man. He said, but they signing me because, I write songs. I said, okay, cool. So I'm sitting there and we talking and we left out of there and we was all, like, hey, man, stay in touch.
Right.
I think we went and got a drink after that, matter of fact.
You gotta get a drink
But you know
after
who it
the deal.
was? Joe.
Wow. What? Y'all Zomba.
We was
No,
in
that's
Zomba.
Zomba. That's Zomba.
Thais signed
That's
the both of us.
Zomba. That's
Thais
Zomba.
had
I already
signed us.
know.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, that's Joe. I was like, we got money together the first time.
That's Zomba.
And that
I
was
already knew.
And
Yeah.
that was my first big check. And that was, I guess at that time, it was his first big check. It's just starting now. I'm pretty sure he made a lot of big checks after that. He made a lot of big checks after that.
I can co-sign that.
Yeah.
So so when you have a record at that type of a level, I think one of the things a lot of people don't understand is as we're talking about the compensation and stuff, right? Like one of the things people don't understand is how many different angles you're compensated from when you have a record like that. Explain to people when you are in that type of an environment, how many different angles the money comes from.
Well, you got your publishing, you got your mechanicals.
Yes, sir.
You got your writer publishing, and then you got your BMI stuff. ASCAP and DI, that
sir.
comes from that. But listen, the bottom line, but now it's all different because now they have different money streams now.
Loan me $5.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my question.
You got the sound exchange now that goes through, man.
All type of
which
streaming
is
shit.
when that's like every 3 months, quarterly. I'm like,
Quarterly,
man,
yeah.
I just can't. That's a beautiful thing because those checks are nice.
Yes,
you know
they
what I'm
are.
saying?
Okay.
Those
Yes, they
checks,
are.
those checks
Yes, they are.
nice.
Yes, they
but
are.
That comes from like from the advertising of the playing of your record and stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So you get
like
a
if your record's like on the NBA on TNT, that check is part of that.
They get that kind of money
Nigga, I
too.
got a check for that.
I'm sure you
for
do.
the NBA
They
on
came, matter
TNT.
of fact, man,
Yep.
like it just came. Sound Exchange just came, I think, last week.
I already know. I know. Let's go.
Sound Exchange came last week, man.
Let's go.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come
Won't
in
he do
good.
it?
Hey, listen, and they've been constant. I mean, for me, and I've been blessed.
Yeah.
They've been constant like for the last 20 years. My thing's like at a certain number, and it stays there. And I'm like, hey, that's
And I
all
can
right.
live with that number.
I can live with that.
I can
number.
live with that number.
I know some cats ain't getting that number,
Man, listen.
Right.
and then some cats are getting way more than that. But
Well, we associate with that type of shit.
Yeah, I ain't count. I can't count.
We
nobody
just
else,
living
but-
our life.
Yeah, I don't like being in other people's pockets,
Yeah,
but
I
I
can't do that.
do like for.
But loan me $5.
I
This nigga ain't got $5. You ain't supposed to.
ain't got.
Now,
I can't
he
get
signed
five.
at a different time, so y'all
Yeah.
publishing is different from the people's.
No.
Yeah.
Publishing is publishing.
No, publishing is publishing.
publishing.
But they don't depend
No.
on the type of deal that they
No. Publishing is publishing. Yeah,
Explain that. What do you mean?
Publishing is publishing. Whatever you wrote, you wrote.
That's
It don't
it.
matter when you sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once whatever. Well, as long as you ain't signed any publishing away.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't sign our publishing away. Now royalties is different from publishing.
Yeah. Royalty. I forgot about
Yeah,
the royalty.
that's
You
two
got
different
royalties.
things. And mechanicals is different. And
So
is
wait.
writers' royalties.
But I want the audience to understand what this means, because here's the reason why I bring this up every time that we have conversations with people that had a certain level of success, yourself. It's important for people that are watching this show to understand exactly how that works. Why? Because it brings them closer to understanding the whole situation. Because all they know is the product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't understand how everything works and the workings. And
And
when
all
they
they give a fuck about is so and so is rich or
Right.
so and so is broke.
Yeah,
That's all they give a fuck about.
but further than that, a lot of times they think so and so is rich and so is not really rich.
I like it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Or
I like it like
they
that.
think so and so don't have shit.
I like that.
And so is
I love
wealthy
that.
as hell.
I love that. I love
you know what I'm
that.
saying? So
I
it's
love that.
important for people to know.
See, like my song just got placed like in 2 movies in the course of 3 months.
Which one? I Got a Man or?
I Got a Man.
Okay.
I Got a Man. Well, that's always getting placed. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, always.
I'm not having it. It does crazy things overseas, like in Europe and Japan.
Okay.
I don't know what happens. What they're
Yeah,
doing over
Japan,
there.
they love
but
us
a lot
over
of
there.
lot of TV shows. There was a lot of TV shows, a lot of web series.
Yes,
they
sir.
do a lot of licensing for that. They'll get your song and license it. That means
Yep.
the publisher coming to get that. They'll license the master, and then they will give you a split of that according to what your publishing and your mechanicals and writers.
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Based off the deal you already have in place.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you got your royalties from selling of the actual sale of the record. So all these digital downloads people do and stuff like that to this day.
Yes, sir.
Somebody buys I Got a Man, whatever. I get that.
Even if
Okay.
they don't got a man.
Yeah.
Go with that.
That's right. Then Sound
Even
Exchange.
if they don't got a man. Nigga.
Yeah, Sound Exchange, they clock everything that gets played through anything that
Nigga, Sound
generates.
Exchange clock shit that's played in the bar.
I thought it was
Okay.
just BMI. Yeah, they clock all of that.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
they changed that law.
Many streams of,
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
little jukeboxes and whatnot. They clock all of
Yeah.
that. All that revenue
Yeah.
right there, they get that stuff.
See, that's interesting to people.
I get 2.5 cents off every dollar, nigga.
It's all right. Hey, listen.
I take 2.5.
2.5 cents adds up.
If you think about it, you guys. I mean, I'm confident to say that I think between me and Casey, our song gets played every day somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I would
Yeah.
hope.
Every day.
At least one of my
I
songs.
believe it does.
They play one of my
believe-
shits, nigga.
I believe so.
I
He
worked
gets
hard.
played. Exactly.
Yeah, we worked hard.
And you guys both have records that will always get played, and that's what I was talking
And plus,
about.
I'm
like-
not having it.
And I know he doubles up on Valentine's Day.
You already know.
You know, a certain time of year, you're going to get a little something
yeah.
extra.
Listen, I spoke to Dana and Jalo on,
Oh, that's my dude right there.
on Halloween.
That's my dude
I said,
right
I know
there.
you make that Halloween money right there.
Hey, man.
Because everybody's playing,
Please come out at night.
the
Yo,
feast about at night.
when I tell you them is my dudes right there,
Yeah, yeah.
Dana is my dude.
Yeah. He was
So-
in town. He was in town yesterday, matter of fact.
Is he?
Yeah,
Was he?
yeah. He's in
I'm about
town.
to call that nigga.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
feel,
he was
is
down
it,
yesterday?
as these things continue to happen with records that were done 30 years ago, or whatever the case is, do you have to constantly watch over your situation and feel like you have to protect yourself to make sure that people ain't sliding you, or that your deal's not getting circumvented or anything like that? Because I know that there are things that change, and you get new people that come in the offices, and you get new people that start looking at the contracts, and things just go through filters over the course of years.
Well,
you know what I mean?
you are correct, because maybe about 10 years ago, say 15 years ago, everything wasn't so transparent.
Right.
I mean, now you got the website. You can go to BMI now and see what's happening. I can go to Universal Publishing. Everything. See everything. You're right. It moves
Nigga,
around.
I can't read a spreadsheet, so I be
That's right.
lost when I get my Universal shit.
Well, it's just I look at just the total.
Yeah, no, my shit. That shit is Chinese. That shit might as well be Chinese.
Is. But at least you can go in and go to your account and look at your actual account.
Okay.
Before you had to go and do an audit.
Right.
And you had to wait.
And pay more money to do that.
And you had to pay for it to do.
Right.
And then you gotta look and see they didn't slip you the Mickey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what's going on. You know,
Right.
you gotta trust what they gave you.
Right.
You know, so but now it's more transparent. And you can go to BMI and look at your royalty account and see your catalog songs you wrote and what they accrued or so far and yeah, man. So
Case is stupid.
it's all right.
That's awesome, man. Like it's just to be able to have a blessing like that, because people try for their whole life to get records that are gonna last like that and that are gonna be like that. You know what I mean? And nobody really expects that. Not to that degree. Because we're talking about a record that to this day you'll hear it during the NBA championship, or you'll hear it during the Super Bowl, maybe, or whatever the case is. And this is a record that was recorded 30 years ago.
Well, I just did the Phoenix Suns halftime game about Phoenix Suns Sacramento. Was that 2 weeks ago? That was about 2 weeks ago.
And when you see the audience, and some of the audience, actually most of the audience wasn't born when the record came out.
It was so crazy. You see, I look online and I see the kids singing the lyrics.
Yeah.
They singing it and posting it. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
It's surreal to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, all praises due to the Father for
Absolutely.
it. You know what I'm saying? But it bugged me out. I'm like, this kid can't even be but 20 years old.
20, 25,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What's going on? How's that happening? But, it's a culture out here that stuff exists, man.
Yeah.
It really is a culture, man. And it felt good to go out there and to see people my age like, man, that's dope representing. I like that show you just did, you know? And you rocking 30,000 people in Phoenix.
Now, talk to us, though, about, because when you do these records, you were, of course, extremely young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, we you're talking school age and regular kid stuff that you didn't get a chance to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because once these records take off, it's over. You know what I mean? So, how was life for you then, and do you think it had an effect on you as an adult?
Most definitely. I never really had a real actual. I can't say I had a job. I can't say that. Everything I did was a job. I was an entrepreneur, known before what an entrepreneur was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had an office in Harlem. 125th Street on top of the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I used to be right there, man, and have my studio in there, and everybody came and recorded in there, and I did my promotion company through there at the time. I helped break Outkast through that office. I helped break Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck. Me and my man mailed it out. I gave him the first mailing list. Yeah. Well, see
Really?
what happened? You know, Sincere.
Yeah, hell
Sincere,
yeah.
well, he was working at Polygram. We became partners. You know what I'm saying? We were brothers. And what we were doing is I was mailing out a lot of my independent stuff through Polygram through their system.
That's how you got to do it.
On their dollar, and
Use them niggas back.
But I had to report with the DJs. So once L.A. Reid and them found out what I was doing, and then the man got so big, and I was the #1 song in the country, he approached us to work the Outkast project. Southern Playalistic.
Yeah.
And I was the first one to break that record, man.
Cadillac
I was the
Funky
first
Music?
one. I'm the first one that gave it to Funk Master Flex, put it in his hand and everything.
Really?
Yeah. First one to do it, man.
Wow,
First one to
that's
break
dope.
it.
That's dope.
Matter of fact, first time they were ever seen, they were seen on Fab Five Freddy's MTV. Was it MTV?
I remember that. He
MTV
went to the
Raps,
dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to the dungeon.
And Andre, I remember that.
But it was my office. That was my office. They were in my office when we did that. So yeah, it is like a dungeon though. You know what I'm saying?
that's when Dre was.
No, but there's another one.
There's another one where they're in the dungeon. Yeah.
Oh, we went to the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember. Yeah, they was in the dungeon and they was out there hiding.
I missed that one.
That's crazy though. So I mean, you're navigating through, still trying to learn who you are as a man though.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're becoming a man really over the course of this. And so you have influences, you have things that are biting at you like every other dude. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And how do you handle that when you have the #1 record in the country, when you're doing business, when you're in New York, when you're dealing with all these mega heavyweight people? Like, how do you still be able to be a young adolescent or a teenager or a man? Like, how are you able to navigate through that?
You move.
I like that answer.
Wait. And you fuck up a lot. Yes, sir.
You throw money in a lot of problems, and then you just got to. I got when I moved. I couldn't take it one day. I said, I'm out. I gave my DJ the keys to the office. I said, yo, man, book the studio times. You in charge for a minute?
Yes, sir.
I moved to Cali.
Yeah.
I moved down to Studio City, and I just sat down for a minute, man, because I was burnt out on both sides, bro.
Really?
I was
feel
burnt out. I was fried, man. I was done.
I feel you on
I was done. I didn't want to do music no more ever again, to be honest.
And is this why the record is still
That's the same
doing
shit
its
I went
thing,
through.
or is this kind of later on, or?
No, it's still doing this thing.
Okay.
You know, I'm turning shows down. I don't even,
Oh, wow.
want to do it no more because it was too much. It was just too much aggravation. And everybody, I mean, you know, you love your
This nigga
family.
pointed at me. Yeah, that was me.
You love your family and you love your friends and everybody who was riding
But
with
it's
you.
a
with that.
drain.
Hey,
It's a
man,
drain, dog.
Everybody wanted something, man. It was like every day. It was like, look, man, my sister's transmission just went on her car.
Yeah. And
I'm like,
also
oh,
her uterus,
yeah,
it just
just-
malfunctioned.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, nigga. How your uterus
you know,
malfunction?
we getting evicted for the 4th time this month. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
gave you some
That's not a
friends.
thing. That's not a
so
thing.
I'm getting it on the regular every day. I'm like, yo, man, I didn't want to answer the phone no more. Then everybody started getting mad. Now, you know, when you start saying no,
Now they mad.
Now they
everybody
mad.
Now
got
you
mad.
changed.
Yeah, you change. Oh,
Now you
Oh,
changed.
we acting like that.
Oh, you
now,
got
know?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, nigga, I'm in Brooklyn.
So at what point do you refocus during all this? At what point do you say, you know what? I still got shit to do. You know what I mean? And even though people are gonna ask and do this, I can't let them derail me. And then you get refocused.
Well, I got back into the promotion thing. I did the promotion thing. Then I was back in Harlem doing my office thing. And then I decided, you know what? This game has really changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you leave for a while, it just you know. And then, you know, the old school thing started kicking in. Like, you know, oh, yeah, it's the old school. And everybody started doing the old school show.
Uh-huh.
And then I started kicking
That's
back in.
before you know it, really.
But what
Yeah.
I did is that I went down to South Carolina. My grandfather had passed away, was passing away. And we had
what part?
King Streets in the Low Country. It's 45 minutes from Florence.
They in Aiken. That's what I'm
Aiken, okay, not too far.
Yeah.
Not too far.
Yeah.
That's a little central.
And they
That's
from
central area.
Denmark. That's
yeah,
why people.
Denmark. I know Denmark very well.
I don't.
So,
That shit-
I
they got
bought,
2 street lights.
The family my grandfather sharecropped for, the one lady who was the last living member wanted to sell the property. She didn't want to leave her nephew the property, but she wanted to leave him the money. So she gave my father a chance because he was the oldest to buy the property. So my dad came to me and he was like, "Look, man, you know, this is a chance of a lifetime, you know." And it was about everything I think I had, man. And it was 400,000 acres.
Let's go.
Wait, 400,000
acres?
400 acres.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I'm about to say,
Which
damn.
is still
Wait, y'all about to
That's
say
a lot.
That's
yeah,
insane.
but you see how you fucked that up? No, when he said 400,000,
That's a small.
you
that's
own
a-
South Carolina, nigga.
That's a small country. That's a small country.
Nigga, that's Texas.
I'm thinking the money. The money with the property. Yeah. Nah, it was
okay.
400.
Give me a
it
second.
was 400 acres.
Okay,
Listen,
okay.
And that drove me nuts right there.
Yeah.
That drove me nuts, man. And I really I sold that stuff, man, like about 4.5 years ago before I moved here. So I came here, so I'm relocating and brought my parents and everybody. My mother's sick now with dementia, so I'm a caregiver. So I brought them back out of here, man. I cashed that in, which I thought I did a little too soon because if that marijuana thing passes down in South Carolina,
Man, ain't that some bullshit?
I would have never had to sell that property. You know, but I
got
couldn't
$1 billion
wait.
by next year.
I couldn't wait. I said tomorrow's not promised. I said, I had a good offer from this company called International Paper. You probably heard of them.
Yeah, I did.
They're one of the biggest paper companies, and they buy trees, and they
And
buy
them
the
paper
property and
mills
cut
be
the trees.
stinking like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
in
was like, yo,
Jacksonville.
man, I said, you know what? I can't
Hello,
beat this.
Jacksonville.
I said, I couldn't beat this, man. Let me go get the cash and let me relocate and do new things. But like I said, things just picked up, man. There was a little dark, not a dark period, but there was a period of just trying to find myself and relaxing and being okay. I mean, financially, I was good, you know. I never had to work no job or do anything, you know. But I was good, you know. And after I sold the property, everything was flush.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And now I'm in Atlanta. Let me figure some things out now, you know.
And then you drop, Think About You, which, let me tell you something.
Oh yeah.
So this is a real story. So
No, I'm not having it.
when you did Think About You, right? Which was a couple years ago.
Yeah. A couple years ago.
DJ Grace Lamore, shout out Grace Lamore. She sent me the record because she was DJing at the time on V. And of course, I was a personality on V, still am, but not as much as I used to be. But I'm on V. She was like, "Yo, check this record out." She sends it to me, and I'm like, first of all, she knew I love Stevie. So you've heard it, right? You've heard Think About You?
No.
His record, Think About You. It's the sample from the Stevie record.
Yeah.
Which song?
All I he redid it, and it's nuts. But wait, let me tell you though. She sends me the record, and I'm like, okay. So I listened to it in the car, and bruh. So at the time, my drive home was maybe like 10 minutes from the radio station to where I lived at. It was like literally a 10-minute drive. I went past my crib 3 or 4 times listening to the record? Because the record, have you heard it? The record got that vibe to it.
It went crazy because females started doing little video clips.
Yeah.
And posting the clips.
Wait, how the fuck I
it
missed
went crazy.
this?
Bro, this record.
It went crazy.
Wait, what year was this?
This is
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, let me tell you something. I was going through marital bullshit.
You was listening to nothing.
Yeah. I'm listening to Marvin Gaye. Here, my dear.
So yeah, it was going crazy, man. And
Record is incredible.
About you.
You killed this record, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So wait, you sampled it?
nah,
yeah.
play.
Oh, you didn't call me.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I couldn't find you.
Yeah, nigga, no.
Oh, I called a couple of times.
Nah, nigga.
I put the feelers out.
I mean, you ain't heard it yet?
My homie did a job though.
It's, bruh. Literally, bruh. Like, I
It
drove.
sold records, and I'm like, yo, they can't believe this motherfucker sells the records.
Listen, I'm about sick of your shit. Let me tell you.
But watch how it come in. Put it closer to the.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, they be
Feedback?
alright.
Okay.
They ain't gonna be back. It should be alright. Like, you came through, bro. And I was like, yo, I drove past the crib like 3 or 4 times. Just putting it on repeat. Like,
I do.
and my car's got beautiful.
So LL catches it. We hear it, and he's like, yo, this is insane. You know, yo, dogs, I need you, yo.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
Dope,
dope,
right?
Yeah,
So he says, he puts the song in rotation.
On Rock the Bells?
On Rock the
Okay,
Bells.
Elvis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with Elvis. That's my dude.
So then he's like, yo, I want you to come to New York. So I said, okay. I thought we wanted to do a song or something.
Right.
What's going on? He's like, yo, man, I want to give you a show. So you want to do a show, you know? So it was just Shantae. It was just me and Shantae.
Yeah.
So he gave me. I did the first, the second hire for Rock the Bells.
Yep.
That's dope.
And I
That's
did
dope.
that with now, you know. But I had to come home because my mother was to
Yeah.
a point where, and he understood. I said, yo, dogs, I gotta go back to the crib, man, and do what I gotta do, man, because you know she couldn't walk or talk.
Right.
I said, if anything happened, I just wanted to be there, you know.
So talk about that record, man, because I know you and Case talking about that record was all played, not sampled.
All played, and the crazy thing about it is, and the dude sang it. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing about it was the song.
Yeah, I would have said
The song was done. The song was done. Maybe about 8 years before.
Oh, was it really?
I heard the joint. Listen, I was like you. I heard it one day. I said, "Yo, who the fuck made this?"
Yeah.
Yo, Case, real shit. When I first heard it, I was like, "Yo, I drove." This is when I lived when I was
I know
living.
exactly what you're talking about.
I drove around like a whole bunch of times. I played the
Yeah,
record
but you used to
probably.
do that every night.
I played the record probably 5-6 times. Like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Hey, yo,
Wow,
I
that's dope.
forgot I
Yeah,
made the
that's dope.
song.
His records like that. I do that with him. I have records.
No, I have records that I
Listen.
forgot I made.
And I tell artists to this day, there's no time on record.
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
There's no time
Thank
on
you.
record, and
Because
there's
there's
no
always a
time.
nigga like Kanye or one of them that's gonna come 30 years later and sample your shit.
There's no time
Yep.
on the record. Everybody, if the song don't jump off in 3 months, I'm like, I don't care if it don't jump in 3 months.
That's the business side of it.
If you
That's
didn't
not
even
the
shoot a
art
video,
side of it.
Russell Simmons always said this song ain't getting played 3,000 times a day. You don't even know if it's a hit or not. You know what I'm saying? So what you talking about?
And that's who I was signed to.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah,
hey,
Russell.
yeah, but first of all, you don't know shit. That's his favorite thing. You don't know shit.
Well, I did a lot for Def Jam. Number one, I'm the one who I brought Jay-Z there the second pass. Kane brought him the first pass. I brought him the second pass through, and they turned it down. But I'm the guy who came up with Month for the Man. Month of the Man.
Okay,
Which was
yeah.
Red Man and Red
Yeah,
Man and
yeah,
Method Man.
yeah.
But it was 3 of them. It was Red Man, Method Man, and I had an artist named Raggedy Man.
I know Raggedy Man.
Raggedy
Hold
Man's
up.
my artist.
Raggedy Man tried to fight JoJo one day
outta
outside
here.
of yeah.
Where?
He tried to fight my best friend outside of Def Jam.
Get outta
Because he
here.
felt like he wasn't getting promoted. I know Raggedy Man.
What? I didn't know that.
That's my
promise you.
artist. He was on some other things.
Yeah, a lot of people
Okay,
say
okay.
it.
Yeah,
It's
he was
cool.
on some
It's
other
cool.
things. But he was a dope artist, though. He was a dope artist.
And
But
you had them 3 together?
I came up with the concept of doing the Month of the Man.
Wow.
And we were going to try and drop all of that in that one time.
And then they changed it when Terminator came out.
Child, you gotta
They had
understand.
LL,
He's just a
Red
man.
Man,
Sit next to the man.
Method
Sit next to the
Yeah,
man.
sit
Sit
next
next
to
to
the
the
man.
man.
all dressed in Terminator outfits. They came out right after that, and they made them.
For the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 joint, or for something else? Before that.
They was promoting them. They was Month for the Man.
Wow, you're being really young right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're being really young right now.
Terminator did the liquid. What's the liquid aluminum shit?
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
they had 'em- or if you seen the promo for the joint for Red Man, Method Man, LL. all of them, they had that concept.
Okay.
Well, the thing
With the
that
one
got me
red
was
eye.
this.
They had the red eye. Yeah.
That was that.
They had the red eye.
They had DMX coming out of it. They
DMX.
real.
Damn, that's crazy.
But there was like certain people that Leo trusted with the, like for the ear. It was like
Right.
Q-Tip,
Yeah.
Prince Paul, Daddy-O.
I was about to say Daddy-O. He definitely trusted
me.
Daddy-O.
And he trusted me. Everything that he had coming through. I need you to listen this for me. Listen to this for me. Listen to this for me. You know, he didn't want to sign Method, Redman. You know, Eric Sherman had to call me. They're like, yo, come on, man. What
Are you
doing?
serious?
I had to listen. I was like, you're stupid.
Yeah, listen,
you're crazy.
No, we know.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now. I was on the phone. This Redman will tell you to this day. Yo, good, look it out. You know, I was there.
He
when
didn't want to sign Redman.
First time he met.
He don't know.
Method.
Let me tell you, I was at Eddie F because I'm from Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Well, I moved to Mount Vernon in '87. So Eddie F used to have a cookout every year at his house. So Russell was there, Andre Harrell was there. Now, mind you, I'm like, one day I'm gonna make a record. And I'm sitting here next to these niggas. And they played the video for You Blow My Mind, Baby.
That was my
and
joint,
and
Black
Russell
Street.
was like, yo, I got this new artist. His name is Redman. Check this out. And he played, and it was on the little ass TV with a VCR.
Yeah, right.
Excuse me, it was a VCR. And he put that shit in, and I'm like, yeah, nigga. But yeah, they don't fucking know.
Leo didn't want to sign him. Leo didn't want to sign Method Man. You know, and I'm like, yo, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to sign Meth. I went the first night. It was in some cafeteria.
Nigga,
in
Meth
Staten
doing
Island.
limericks. So
Wait, is that true? Okay, so I'm glad you're talking about this to clear this up because I heard different. I heard that when let me get my story straight. I was told that when
start lying.
No, I'm not. When the RZA was shopping everybody around, apparently, they said that Meth was the one that everybody apparently wanted to sign, Def Jam included. Is that not true?
Well, that wasn't. I think it was. I
they're
think
gonna say that later.
everybody wanted a piece of the Wu-Tang
okay,
brand.
okay.
Everybody wanted to get in, but you know, Method Man was, I guess, was probably
They
the
didn't
more
know where to
appealing.
get in.
But they didn't know where to get in at. You
Okay,
know?
okay.
But I remember that Leo did not want to sign Method Man.
Wow.
He probably
Yeah.
wanted. He
But
probably
see,
wanted ODB.
But it's not even exactly.
Yeah, I know.
But-
you know how I know? Because he came to me. He was like, yo, I want an R&B singer that's like, he could sing, but he's like DMX. He'll rob you afterwards.
See, he was the kind of dude that would. Leo didn't have ears. That's no way. He didn't
all.
have ears. If you were the artist and you were the thing, he knew how to drop the hammer to make you hot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But he
Yeah.
didn't have ears to know, like, you got to mix that again or something. He would tell you to mix it again because somebody said, I don't like the mix.
Right,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? That's the only reason he would say something like that.
I had Nikki D and all of them to co-sign my shit. They was like, yeah, don't
Leo
listen to you.
Cohen told you, he said if it was up to me, Herb Gotti would still be making $60,000 a year as a fucking.
And he meant that. No, and he meant that. No, and that was so sincere.
Yeah, he meant that. He
Am I
don't-
lying?
no,
That's
nigga,
so
I'll tell him,
sincere.
man, he's
I'll give
so
you better than this. Here's the big clincher. I was always in the business side of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? From the promotions and everything, from my independent stuff, all the way through from performing and all of that. You know, there was a guy named Denny Cordell. He wanted me to manage Mobb Deep. They were real young. I'm talking. They was like they had no songs. They
like 13.
had a song called "Hit It From the Back."
Yeah, hit from the back.
Wow.
Hit it from the back.
You talking?
Hit
Wow.
it from the back. Hit it from the back. And they like, he wanted me. He said, yo, I want you to take them on the road with you, man. Teach these kids, man, how to do business and whatnot. This guy was grooming me. He said, man, you're gonna run this place one day. So after things got really big and I started doing the promotion stuff, he came to me. He said, listen, man, I'm getting ready to go back to Ireland for a while. I want you to sit here and run Fall from Broadway for me. I want you to run Fall from Broadway. So I said, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
So I went and I told Leo.
I remember
because
Fall from
Leo and Russell was managing me at the time.
Ain't that Rakim shit?
Rakim was over there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's
okay.
what I was on. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
but yeah, that's where I know
That's
the
what I was
name
on.
from. Okay, got you.
So
got
here
you.
it comes. Here it comes. I tell Leo. Leo says, "Listen, you should let me negotiate your deal because I did it for Andre.
I will
at that
fucking
time."
make your fucking deal fucking awesome.
So here it comes. He goes in, negotiates my deal. I'm waiting for the call to see how much
He
you
cut you out.
get.
Don't tell me that.
Listen, the discussion was they want to give you some more time for you to be groomed, to do what needs to be happened. But they want to do the Island Def Jam.
Yeah, of course they did.
He went to negotiate my deal and came out with Island
Cut you
Def Jam.
out. Yeah.
Island Def Jam.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
He
it.
came out with
I
a
want
whole.
to fucking do this deal. Fuck Positive K. That's what he said.
And
I guarantee you.
I said, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I've never got a piece of that, percentage of that, nothing. I mean, I speak to Leo. He still calls me and, you know, hey, what's going on? Positive, how are you?
Yeah, you gotta pick up- you gotta pick up the call.
I hear good things about you.
You got to.
You know,
He's
I'm like,
running YouTube.
He's head of
global.
But every time he call you, you should be like, no, I'm not having
I
it.
did not know that, bro.
Oh, you didn't know
Matter
that?
of fact, put me on three-way. I'm be like, no,
Really?
I'm not having it.
Really?
If you don't know who Leo, if you don't know who Leo,
that shit go though?
hold on. If you
man.
don't know who Leo Corin is, he big executive at Def Jam, especially back in the day.
He will fucking tell you.
Sign Irv
he wants to
Gotti,
crush him
DMX, like all these people. That's
fucking
Leo.
egg
He
with
worked
a
directly with
sledgehammer.
Russell Simmons. Because I know you're like, who the hell is Leo Cohen? That's who Leo Cohen is. So just like,
But I'll tell you this, in defense, they did give me two REL deals, the Russell Associated Labels. I got two of those, and I didn't really put anything out, and they gave me the money. So I think that's probably like, well, we knew we were going to get you.
y'all leaving.
We know,
Yeah.
You know, he said, y'all listen.
Back in the day,
So he said, you got it.
didn't ask them for anything.
They gave me $37, nigga. Nigga, them niggas gave me $37.
Nigga, we used to eat over there. They used to just give us, used to go in there and be like, yo, I ain't going in the studio unless I got 50,000.
Yeah, I know somebody used to do that, and it didn't work out good for her. But
Oh, yeah, right.
Pooh was like that. Pooh was like, I need cash to go
Thank
in
you.
the studio.
Thank you.
who was like that?
Pooh used to say,
There's a few people.
and tell
There's
us,
somebody.
I'm sorry,
No,
Pooh.
Grand Pooba.
Oh, yeah.
Pooh
And
said,
let me tell
yo,
you, Leo used to be like, there's some people that's in it for the fucking money, and some people are in it for the fucking love. What are you in it for, you motherfucker?
And they made, and when you hot, they may mess with you for a while.
But as soon as you fuck up,
When you get warm,
The
it's
juice.
over.
They'll squeeze the juice. They get the juice out there. They get all the juice
Boy.
out. Listen, I did every TV show that was known to man. You know what I'm saying? I got from the Arsenio's
Yeah,
to Soul Train, you name it, everything. You know, you guys do it all.
Yeah,
nigga.
You know, Tokyo, Japan, Singapore, you name it, it's all done. But I mean,
Sukiyaki. All of that shit.
What
taste
is
the honey.
what is the one thing you think about today that you wish you had done that you didn't do?
The bitch that he didn't fuck in China. My bad. Okay.
And that's the truth.
Okay, see? I know some shit.
Oh man.
That's the-
Oh man.
Wait, that's the clip.
I'll tell you this, man. My thing is that, man, I should have kept my circle much smaller. You know, when I was coming, I was doing the young kid thing and thought a lot of people around you was the best thing to have. But you know, you keep when everything goes south, it's just you.
Yeah.
Everybody
You
else
know?
goes out. Yes, sir.
K used to roll like Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang.
Almost definitely.
Oh yeah, a lot of people
Oh
with
man,
you.
I had the Zulu Nation, the such nation, the Islamic nation. I had every nation with me. You know what I'm saying? I had third world countries
Yeah.
running with me. You know.
You know what? To help educate people that are watching, as I'm talking to you, and you and I have met before. You're not gonna remember, but we've met before. But
So you're saying
we didn't have a
you're
chance to
not
talk.
memorable? Okay.
As I'm listening to you, one of the things that sticks out to me is that you were extremely business savvy at a very young age.
Very much.
And you were very business savvy in a business that's really cutthroat and really difficult to navigate. You know what I mean? Even
And he didn't turn into a cutthroat piece of shit.
Yeah, I was a nice guy. And that's probably
But,
my problem.
but a lot of
That's probably my
motherfuckers
problem.
turn into that.
Oh, yeah.
And you never turned into that.
Right.
And that I salute you for that.
Yeah,
So-
appreciate that.
Definitely.
how are you able to get the knowledge to be able to be that business savvy without getting taken advantage of in that time while you have a #1 record out, right? That's the first thing. And second thing is, how were you able to sustain it over the course of all of these years to make sure that you can benefit from everything that you did?
Well, my first deal was with First Priority Music, and that was an independent company. And Nat Robbins, I mean, he robbed the life out of me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how that go.
But
at the time, you didn't know that.
It was a business dude, and I sat and I watched.
Right,
You know,
okay.
and then just out of pure, desperation and no other way to go. That's when I did my own business thing. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to manage money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to handle business meetings. I just did everything off the cuff. I was just winging everything.
Okay.
Everything was winging. And people, when people don't know, and they look at your energy, they're like, this guy knows what the hell he's talking about.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really, it works. I mean,
Right.
you go in there like, hey, man,
And now y'all all fucking
if you
up.
go like you kick
Yeah.
somebody's ass, but hey, this man, he probably kick my ass.
Yeah.
You
Now
know what I'm
everybody
saying?
fucking
Let
up.
me be a little nicer to homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can't fight for nothing. He fights in second grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, true.
So that's what it is, man. It was just pure desperation, man, and the need to do it. And just and it was a blessing from the man upstairs. He put my feet in the right direction and put me around the right people. And just luckily I had a little bit of talent. You know what I'm saying? That went along with it and it worked.
Now you had more than a little bit.
I appreciate
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah.
that.
You have more than a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Because it's just, we talk about this today with artists today. Like the business part of it is where people fall. You know what I mean? You got talented people out here that end up broke as hell in 2-3 years, and that should never happen. That kind of stuff still happens. So you were able to avoid that, but you did it in a time where it wasn't no manual, it wasn't no Google,
no blueprint.
It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, really, you're right. It really isn't now.
There was no road cut. You know what I'm saying? For you to do it, at all. But at least you got YouTube now.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to make collard greens. You can go YouTube.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't have the patience to get through the whole video. Because the first 6 minutes are subscribe. I can't get through that shit.
Yeah, they talk way too much.
What was the thought process as you're still an artist, right? What's the thought process as to, okay, I want to make sure I get into the promotional aspect. I want to make sure I get into the negotiation aspect. Like, what's your thought process to get into that part of it?
I forgot who it was. I think it was Tony Robbins. I was doing a lot of reading with Tony Robbins and stuff like that at that point in time. And it was and like some business brothers. And there was a guy named Glenn Toby. He's always schooled me on some business and whatnot. And I was taught that when you spend your money, spend it in a circle. You know what I'm saying? So
explain that.
So say I got my money.
Come right back.
I'm gonna press up my own record. I'm gonna put it through my own production company. I'm gonna record it in my own studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my own street team work the record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when I get paid at the end of the day, I'm gonna spend it right back into the same circle that I got. You know what I'm saying? So it came down in the circle, and it always comes back to you.
Right.
The money
circle.
never left. The money never left me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
it was
like
always
Wall Street.
Yeah, So that's why I had a promotion company, and I had my own studio, and then I had my own a street team. And then people start seeing what you're doing, and they're saying, "Listen, man, I want to do this for me." And it's like, "Okay, come on, I got that for you. And I got that for you."
Yeah.
Now that's rolling around in the circle too now.
Yeah.
So.
Throw that at, James Brown started that shit. James Brown started a whole gang of shit.
Yeah.
First of all, let's shout out, Mr. Brown, because he started a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
No, he was like, yo, we gonna cut them out. And that company is still around right now trying to rob me. They be like, yo, we gonna give you this much. No, nigga.
I'll give you.
Yeah. Ain't that what he said?
What's the rock and roll dude you told me about? They was like, no, nigga.
Oh, Led Zeppelin. No, nigga. Led Zeppelin was like, yo, every promoter, they did a 90-10 split. 90% them, 10% the promoter. And they were doing arenas. They did Madison Square Garden. They were doing arenas.
And you ain't got listen.
This is in 1971.
But listen, look how much money they probably had to pay Led Zeppelin. That was the biggest group. I mean, if they had
Thank you.
Fuck paying me. You gotta give me my money.
No,
plus I'm
no.
taking
Yeah, them
90%
niggas said they taking 90% of the gate. It was a 90-10 split. Here's the gangster shit. In 1971, that's the year I was born, these niggas got robbed out of their safe deposit box in the hotel for $204,000. You know how much that's today?
Yeah, that was.
Damn.
That was.
And them niggas like, oh, we got robbed. It's bloody hell. And them niggas kept going. Nigga.
Plus give me
90% of the wait.
That's not the
But wait.
show.
Hold on. If you ever seen The Song Remains the Same, because I love Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Their manager was the first Suge Knight. He caught motherfuckers selling bootleg T-shirts, and he pulled them in the dressing room. And was like, "You fucking bloody cunt! You fucking selling it? That's my group's name on it." This nigga had him hemmed up, and they was like, "No, we're not selling them." "Yes, the fuck you are, nigga."
You don't mess with the English dudes.
Because y'all watch the Wu-Tang shit.
Listen, you don't mess with.
Selling boots.
Yeah, we can't go from Led Zeppelin
Got him
to
off that
Wu-Tang.
bus.
Yeah, that was yeah.
I feel like that.
No,
I feel like it's a weird transition.
The girl shit. The girl. He called him because he's selling the female
Like,
joint.
hold up, pull up here.
He's like, yo, we ain't got them yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got female clothes.
Yeah, no, you
But
should've went to
then
Naughty by
the
Nature
smart
or
thing was
some
he
shit, I don't
hired. But the smart part that I loved about that show was he hired the dude.
Right,
And was like,
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah. He's like, you know what?
I'm gonna kill you. But or
Okay, bet. So what you need me to do? What you need me to do? So kill me or
he said, yo,
What's
if
the
I'm part
order?
of Wu-Tang, he
Wait.
said, fuck no, you ain't part of Wu-Tang. You just selling my shit.
sue, nigga. Let's go.
All right, so let's have some fun with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a good time.
First of all, we ain't even like
both of y'all
Okay.
are super duper respected people musically.
I'm gonna cut you off. We didn't talk about the comedy yet. Did we get to the comedy yet?
Yeah, we got time.
Oh, we got time. No, bro.
Because that's my money now.
Yeah, no.
We got a show run.
Listen, you talk about home money.
Hold on,
You talk about home money.
Oh, you are just the worst kind of person.
You gotta run the show. We gonna tell you what
Wait,
you're doing
I
now.
do. You are something else. You are something
Yo,
else.
fast forward all this shit, man.
I just it's important.
Fuck
I
this
told him I
rap
got you.
shit.
Don't fit the new money.
I can't bug up the new money.
I already got
Actually, you know what? Okay. This is what we'll do. Let's skip it. No, let's go. Let's go.
Apparently,
Let's go
he's
right now.
not having it.
No, it's fine.
Let's go. He's not
Okay,
having
let's
it.
go. Let's talk about the comedy.
Listen, my dad, he said, before I go outside and do something, he said, yo, before you do that.
Yeah, no. Now that you did it, though, let's go.
Before you do that.
Let's go.
All right, I appreciate all of
Yeah. No, but let's go because I'll come back.
First of
Let's
all,
go.
Mr. and Mrs. Motherfucking Sensitive.
Let's talk about today's money. Let's go. Let's go talk about the comedy.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
How do you transition to the
Yeah, I
But
want to
you
know.
don't have a
Okay, so
microphone,
I was
so
gonna
we're not
go
talking
here
to you.
after, but I want to talk about that
Unless you wanna-
because it seems to be that people are doing that. I'm not just talking about like Tip, and I'm saying in general, comedy now is more important than ever because of the shit that we're going through as a society, right?
Yep.
We are turning more towards comedians right now than I think we ever have, which brings more money into that arena than I feel like ever has been because we need it so bad. So how did that happen? Hey, I mean, you're a funny dude, but how did that happen in terms of
What you mean
know
funny?
what? You see what I'm saying? No, like, but I feel like this goes.
I amuse you.
No,
I mean-
this goes back to the business savvy question though. Like, what do you see that says, oh yeah, this is what we doing now?
Well, what it was is that I know MC Light was the one. She was like, it'd be a travesty. It'd just be a travesty for you to leave this planet without even doing some kind of comedy. She
MC
said-
Light told you
MC,
that? Okay.
She told me that. I mean, and she's pretty sharp. You
Very
know,
sharp.
She will chew your ear off on the phone, but she was very sharp.
Shout out MC Light, man. Salute, Princess, salute, Queen.
And, I mean, everybody snap and do stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
she cramming to understand you though.
you know. I've been,
What you saying is really paper thin right now, bro. Like,
Paper thin,
When you say you love me,
yeah, he doesn't matter. Goes into my head. That's just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical and just
Nigga,
really
let me
free,
tell you
but
something.
what you said, take none of it seriously.
Yo, whenever I hear MC Light, all I smell is sulfur 8.
Oh hell no!
I promise you. No, because that's what that shit take me back to.
She used to wear Sulfur too.
This shit
I already know. I know she can feel my pain.
Yeah, that's the worst smelling shit in the world.
No, it's not.
Sulfur 8?
No, it's not. Bad pussy is the worst smell ever. Huh? What?
What is?
Bad pussy.
I don't know about that.
I feel like you do.
I feel like you probably do.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I know you know.
Oh,
My bad.
nigga.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, I
Sorry.
had a
My
bad show
Go ahead.
followed by some bad pussy.
So MC Light tells you should be doing this.
She's like, it'd be a travesty, yeah, and I'm like, I mean, it came from, you on the tour bus, and you on the tour bus with Big Daddy Kane and Jay-Z and Freddie Fox and all these dudes. It's nonstop. I mean, you gotta have a thick skin.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and I was the dude like, yo, stop the bus, man. I made dudes to the point they want to get it on.
They wanna get it-
They want to get it on. I'm like, homie, man, come on, man.
I'm
what
playing,
saying?
B, I'm
That's where we
playing.
at with it. This is where did you tell Kane about this?
Right.
That-
Okay.
Yo, that's hilarious.
So we, that's where it came from, man. But she was always like, so she challenged me. She said, "Come on, I dare you to do just do a couple of jokes, And I went and I did it. Now, I ran it by her. She said, "I dare you to go on stage and do it." So I'm not going to no fucking stage and do that. You're crazy.
Yeah.
I can't go in there as me going into some shit like that, So I got to a point. I went. And I went to some little random joint, and I said they used my government.
Where was you at?
They said
What-
Daryl Gibson is coming to the stage.
What city was you in?
I was in New York.
Okay,
I was in New
okay,
York.
okay.
But what really hit me, what got me, is when I went to see Godfrey and Tony Rock one night. And he was on.
crazy.
Did anybody slap that nigga?
No, they slapped him.
They ain't slapped Tony?
They ain't
Okay,
slapped Tony,
I'm just
but
asking.
they were just starting out at that time too. They were just really, really starting
Nah, I
out.
would slap that nigga when he started. I mean, niggas be slapped every day.
They get slapped every day, B.
Every day, baby.
So
I guarantee you, I'll slap that nigga.
Yeah, I don't think you're slapping Tony
I'll
Rock.
slap that nigga right now.
I don't know about that.
Call him.
I don't know. Tony Rock has got a chip on his shoulder right now, bro. I
Nah,
don't
I
know.
fuck with Tony Rock, but I'll slap the shit out
Yeah.
that nigga. If I had to.
Godfrey is funny as hell.
I love Godfrey. But now, I wouldn't do it if I had to, I would.
Okay, that's fair.
But I see them on stage, and I'm going to sell it, so they see me sitting in the crowd, whatnot. And, they start cracking. They start making jokes, and but they throwing a song I made called "Step Up Front."
Right.
And he's like,
Step Up Front.
Step Up Front.
I know, nigga.
Tupac used that. You know
I
Tupac
know,
used
I
that.
know.
I get around.
But he used the step up.
Yeah,
But you
mine.
used the step up front.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
but he
nigga.
used my record though.
It don't,
Wait, that's the sample from your record in Tupac?
Yeah.
I sampled the record, but he used
He
used my
sampled
actual
James
record.
Brown. Oh, was that?
No, it's called The Bus Stop.
Oh, that is.
That's the
Step up front. Yeah, but
Wow.
Tupac sample. Yeah.
And Guru used it also. Premier.
So
Step Up to the Arena.
So wait, hold up. So that's another check.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Oh,
That's
I'm already
another
knowing.
And Tupac used to love that record. I didn't believe
And
he
guess what?
loved it until he used it. I was like, yes, he really liked that.
And then
record.
guess what?
You know?
He's not here no more.
Yeah.
Which means them. I know what it is, nigga.
Yeah,
Loan me
so-
$5.
So he started making jokes with the Step Up Front, and I mean, it just clicked to me. I'm like, damn, it's like hip hop and this comedy thing is really it.
It's kind of the same thing.
It's the same energy. It's really the same. It's very
It
much
damn
the same
sure
energy.
is.
It's you, the microphone, it's the crowd, and if you do it right, it's damn near the same damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta really get your timing down and get your stuff together, and you gotta be definitely kind of quick off the top.
Yeah.
You know, but it hit me, and I was like the first guy doing it. I mean, before Kid even did it, I was the first one that was doing it. Global Grind. So
Wait, Kid is doing it?
Kid
been doing it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he been doing it.
My thing
Okay.
was I would stop and go.
I don't
Wait,
think
what
he-
did
I
you
don't
say?
think
Wait,
he's that
time out.
funny.
What did you say?
He's not good.
He's not good. Okay. Well,
mean,
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know that.
I'll say this: he caters to a different audience.
You can say
Which
You know
audience
what I'm
is
saying?
that? Which audience is that?
You know, he's more of the punchline crowd. You know,
I feel like everybody.
the punchline crowd. See, I mess with the dog looking chicken wing.
The punchline crowd.
You
I
know,
fuck with the colors.
Yeah, okay.
I fuck with the colors.
you know, and that's not easy.
Yeah.
No, it's
Bill
not.
Maher likes him. Oh damn. Okay.
Hey, listen, that's not easy.
loves him.
Hey, listen,
He
but
loves Kid, but he don't love play. Oh, this nigga's out of pocket.
see, listen, I host up at a place called Uptown Comedy Corner.
Yeah.
There's comedians who don't go there.
Yeah.
They won't dare come in there, and they'll go to Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Yeah.
But they won't come to the Uptown Comedy Corner.
Nigga, I'm
'cause
gonna go
The
there.
new,
It's
tell him what's
not,
that. This
I'm
the
gonna
new,
get
the
drunk
new
and
one.
I'm gonna go.
You're at the new
You
one.
should.
No, you
Yeah,
know what
funny
told me?
guy.
I
You're at
said
the one
Henry Welch was like, yo,
Henry, my guy.
yeah, he was like, yo, you need to do comedy. I'm like, I'm funny, but I can't write it. He was like, nah, so I went to introduce him. He's like, that was stand up you was just doing. But I was doing a joke. I was just snapping on motherfuckers in the audience.
I did
That's some Joe Torre shit.
Henry took
Now
me on the
I'm a
road with
thief.
him. I went on the road with Henry. I opened up for Mike Epps, you know, and it's like, I was the first one doing it. I keep saying it because nobody was out here doing this thing.
For sure.
Nobody was
No
doing
doubt,
it. No
no
one
doubt.
was doing it. Then I seen everybody do it. I'm like, what the hell going on now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole wave was coming. But it's good. But I think that's going to be the progression anyway. You know, but what I think, you know,
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me what you,
Yeah.
tell me what you, he's like, yo, get that motherfucker, you wouldn't come out last night. So, you know, I think that's the natural progression where it's going to happen. But once again, I'm back into the business point of it. I'm like, how do we bring this whole thing together? Because number one, comedians bite more than rappers. You know what I'm saying?
No, they
And
steal.
It's
There's no such thing as a sucker MC no more.
hey, listen, they bite.
Yeah, they do bite
Hard and
like
it's
crazy.
bad because they'll do it in the vein of, oh, I was working on something like that, or you know how dudes like,
I know.
You can't go to a studio and work on a song. Another group here.
I know.
But they'll say, oh, I was working on
Nigga,
something
there's
like
no such
that.
thing as a sucker MC no more.
It's terrible, man.
It used to be sucker
Comedy is
MCs.
terrible.
It just ain't right.
But there's no unity. There's no business to comedy. Everything is just like a free for all. It's a freelance. There's no.
It's fucking anarchy.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's chaos. And never ask a comedian about another comedian, because I've never heard a comedian say anything
About another
comedian. I've
Yeah.
never. So we better say, how positive K on stage, man? Don't even ask the question, because I've never heard yet one comedian, even if it's his partner.
I feel like comedy is the most hating shit ever.
It's the most hating. You will sit at the table, y'all be drinking, having a good time, and get up and be
And
like,
they go outside and go live.
Yo, that motherfucker.
Fuck this nigga.
Boy, he ate a biscuit tonight, didn't he? God damn, that boy. Shit, his throat got to be dry. That big biscuit he ate tonight.
Yo.
And that's what I call
I
bombing.
hate you,
That's what I call bombing, eating the biscuit. That's my shit. So I know they're going to start biting that too.
Yeah, they're gonna take that one.
Yeah, but they're gonna be eating the biscuit when they say it. So we got it on tape.
That's right.
So you're doing Uptown, the one in Hateville, right?
One in Hateville, yeah. I've done Atlanta Comedy Theater many times. I've done the Laugh Factory and Chocolate Sundays. I did that. You know, I got a bunch of shows coming up. I'm in Springfield, Mass. On the 26th. I'm at some place called Edie's Place, I think, on 22nd here in Atlanta. Y'all come through.
Wait, what's the name? That sounds some freaky shit.
I don't know what it is. I know I'm
No,
gonna be
we gonna find out together.
Yeah, I was like,
you gonna find out for me.
Yeah, we gonna do that.
No, you gonna find out a sound check. I'm gonna come afterwards.
Do you get the same high, the same feeling that you would get doing?
I don't know about the Edie shit. We don't know.
It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, man. I mean, because that's a little bit better. A laugh.
Better than music?
A laugh. Because, I mean, you do it so it's so orchestrated. You never know when the laugh is going to come. And you never know when the biscuit's going to come.
Yeah, but you know when the punchline, when you want them to laugh.
Nah, sometimes the punchline don't land in the same place every night.
Right, but what I'm saying, in music, you don't know what part they're going to feel. But with comedy, you know when you
I know I'm
expect the laugh.
freestyling, and I dropped he dropped the beat. I'm not going to go, ooh. And then I get, ooh.
Oh, my bad. See,
I
don't freestyle.
Yeah.
I forgot. I can't rap
But
for shit.
you do a little gyration move and stuff on that.
No, at this age, I don't even do that no more.
Hey, do it again.
Gyration.
I've been really trying, babe. I don't even do that no
On
more.
that faded picture, you do a little.
Hey,
Are
shit.
you writing jokes?
I'm right. I'm definitely right. I mean, you know, and you get no help in comedy, man. I mean, I really wanted some. There's some guys that be like, "Hey, yo, man, that was dope what you said last night," but there's a place in there you could have really.
You gotta find the right one.
You could have got in there. There's some guys that are good. Marvin Hunter, good friend of mine.
My nigga from Miami.
Yeah,
I rock with Marvin. Zoo-Man Miller, I call him my
Oh, they both been on here.
Zoo-Man is dope.
That's my sensei.
Zoo-Man is fucking.
Zoo-Man is hilarious.
That's my sensei.
That dude is wow.
That nigga, we sat here and did the Thou doth.
Oh my God, bro!
Like the gothic shit. Thou doth protest.
Oh,
nigga, we did that shit for like 30 minutes, nigga.
Marvin been twice.
Marvin's crazy. Marvin's crazy. Alton Walker, he's a funny guy. My partner D'Amico Henderson, he's a real funny dude. His female named Sunshine, she's dope.
That sound promising.
Alicia Cooley,
does,
she's
don't it?
funny.
Yeah, man. Hold on,
I ain't never
you know
come.
Spanky Johnson?
Hey, tell your mama I ain't never
Spanky
come
Johnson.
home no more.
Oh no,
Rodney Perry.
Yeah,
Rodney been here 3 times
shout out
already.
Rodney.
That's the Godfather. The
Yeah.
Godfather.
So wait, so you don't know Spanky Johnson? The nigga was in life. He was Rick James, nigga. You don't know Spanky
I don't know
Johnson?
Spanky. I ain't calling
Nigga, that
nobody
was Spanky's
Spanky.
booze.
I ain't calling nobody Spanky. That's with the Little Rascals. I ain't calling nobody Spanky.
No, fuck him. Fuck him. No, Spanky's booze. And what's the worst that can happen? Life.
But I tell you, man, it's the energy is crazy. It feels.
That was a biscuit. But go
That
ahead.
was biscuit. That's it.
But go ahead.
I'll kill a nigga that look just like you, nigga. No,
but that was like a real
If you
biscuit,
don't know
like a
life,
chicken biscuit
nigga,
right there.
Spanky Johnson, you don't know Spanky
Delivery
Johnson?
was not good. Okay,
I said
go ahead.
that Spanky's booze. What's the worst that can happen? Life. If you
I'll
don't
tell
know
you
that, you niggas ain't colored.
Biscuit.
I'll tell you this. The hard part about it is one thing I haven't gotten. You know, I mean, I rock, and I deal with the people, and I rock with them, man. You know, I come off the top. You know, I wing it, I host and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, it's hard. From music, if I'm not in the mood that day,
Okay.
you know,
okay.
I mean, I still got my little music ego thing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't feel like fucking with y'all today. You know,
It's harder to do comedy than it is music.
Now I know guys like Tony Robbins. I think his Tony Robbins, his mama died, and, you know, Deion
funny
Cole.
as hell, too.
Deion
Oh,
Cole,
Tony Robbins.
His mama
Okay.
died. His mama died, and I'm like, how do y'all get on stage? I'm like, I'm gonna be someplace on some boat floating in the middle of nowhere.
But it probably was at some point.
Well, you know why though? Because some people when something really catastrophic happens,
That's their therapy.
they need to dive into what
Yeah.
they do
Yeah.
for the therapy of it.
Yeah.
I'm like that, so I get it.
Yeah, but when I shut down, like my mom had a bad day. I know I had a biscuit maybe about 2 months ago, and I was pissed off, man. But I was mad at some other shit, some business shit. And then my
get like
mom
that,
my mom's
yeah.
had a bad day, and I got some home health care workers that gave me some bullshit problems and excuses, and I'm like, how you got home health care workers who don't care? That shit don't make
But you
no
know
fucking
what?
sense.
No, that's real shit. Because
You know?
I'm getting a divorce. And I swear I didn't want to come here tonight.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Nate,
so
I feel you on that.
You don't feel like doing that. Imagine you gotta tell a joke. You around some dogs.
Okay. So 3 midgets, a rabbi, and a
None.
fucking priest walk into a bar.
With the dicks out.
With the dicks out.
So what if you run
into a professional heckler that scream out, "Yo, sing, I got a man."
I'm gonna say.
No, that's gonna be my new.
That's gotta be happening.
Hold on.
Like that's gotta be happening.
No, let me tell you
Cause
some shit.
I'm gonna come on purpose and be like, yo,
let me tell you.
okay.
When I
Remember
get, listen. I turned 52 this year. When I turn 60, I'm gonna be Waldorf and Stadler from the Muppets, and I'll be like, "Sing, I got a man." I'm gonna come to every comedy show. I don't give a fuck who it is.
That's gotta be happening, no?
It does, and I say,
No,
yo,
not yet. I got it.
And I say, yo, I got a remix. It's called "Your Mama Got a Man," and it's me. And I said, nigga, stop making all that noise when you come home at night. Nigga, you're disturbing us. Don't play. Listen, I mean, you know.
Nigga, I cannot wait to be Waldorf and Stadler.
Hecklers fucking goddamn come and they go, man. They don't last long. All you gotta do is give them some attention. And once they feel that sting one time, they
that's it.
just
That's what they
I'm gonna
want.
get paid to heckle
most
everybody.
of the time, the hecklers look crazy as fuck anyway.
Right.
So everything you need to say to them is right in
front of you.
It'd be a nigga with dandruff all the time, right? It'd be a nigga with dandruff.
You came in here with church shoes on tonight, nigga.
And athletic socks?
You know? Tell you, man, it's these things happen, man. You know, but you live with it and you deal with it. Most of the places I rock at, I do the hole in the walls. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you get your chops at.
That's the
Yes,
workout.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a real workout. You know.
Cause they ain't gonna laugh unless.
But
it's
most
funny.
of the comedy clubs, they don't tolerate that. If you're gonna disturb the comedians, the security comes over and say, "Look, man, you got to go."
No, I gotta deal with them.
Yeah.
I gotta
You
deal with them.
gotta deal with that.
Yeah, I gotta deal with them.
We're
I'm
gonna
be
call
like,
Case.
huh?
Hey, Case, we got a heckler.
Yeah. And I laugh like this. I laugh like that. It's not even a real laugh.
Never booed, but I ate a biscuit where it was like they was crickets. It was like
Man, that shit sucks.
I said I guess the edible kicked it in one time, huh?
When I tell you that shit sucks.
And somebody laughed, and I said, "God damn!" I said, "Okay, all right, okay. That's how we gonna play this shit."
I mean, you know, hey, it happens to the best of them,
Hey,
baby.
listen, I ain't gonna say no names because I'm not that kind of dude. But there's a famous comedian here, and he just did some place called
Oh, I
Chit
know
Chat.
exactly. I ain't gonna say it. They got
And
nervous.
somebody told me, they was like, "Yo, you wouldn't believe this shit. This motherfucker ate the biscuit. He ate your body."
Why were you trying to do comedy at Chit Chat?
See,
No. I've been there too.
And that's another
let me
thing.
tell you
I
what
don't
I
like
learned.
doing comedy outside of comedy spots, really. You know, I'll do it if you know, they usually certain nights they do comedy there. but
No.
I don't like
Nigga, you rap out places where you wasn't supposed to be
I
rapping.
rapped it. I did bar mitzvahs.
Thank you. Yeah, nigga. Sometimes
What?
I
Oh,
sing at
bad business.
funerals, weddings. Nigga, I just you got to do
Yeah,
it.
I did a bath mitzvah. And there's a difference with a bar mitzvah, that's for the
And a
girls.
bat mitzvah.
The bat mitzvah
Yeah,
is for the
yeah,
girls.
bat mitzvah.
This little girl, she wanted to see me so bad, the fucking dad. I had a show in Boston. This guy chopped me in from New York.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he chopped me in to do the bar mitzvah to get me back to the airport
Wait.
so I can go catch the freaking goddamn plane to my
Wait,
next show.
he chopping you into Boston.
Boston. He said,
Fuck the rest. Fuck the socks.
He said, "Get pounds of the case
Fuck
of
the
black car.
socks.
Get him the black car."
It's Yankees. Fuck the socks.
What?
Fuck the socks.
Yeah, he chopped me in, man. This guy, his money was longer than
No,
Chase.
but that's real shit. I did the city councilman's daughter's wedding. That nigga paid me $30,000.
Yeah.
He flew in my whole band, all that shit. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Biggest show. What was your biggest show? I mean,
biggest meaning-
not say.
biggest meaning-
You did the Garden before. I know you did the Garden.
Oh, yeah.
I did the Garden. So that's the biggest show. But I mean, what was your like?
Well, I did.
This
well,
one blew my mind.
I didn't do the Garden. I did the fucking Paramount.
You did the Paramount. Okay.
Yeah, my shit wasn't number one.
Okay.
My shit was number 3 on the pop.
Well, somebody brought me to the Garden. They brought me there. It wasn't-
Ain't
it wasn't
nobody
my
bring me
show.
shit.
You know.
Nigga, they left me at the Paramount.
So
nigga.
what, that's a good question.
My biggest show. Well, that's why I was asking them. You mean biggest audience or biggest?
Biggest that was important to you. Like that was the biggest thing that meant the world to me.
I was in London one time, and they had a festival, and it was 1.3 million people. And it was,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
They
about?
crazy.
Yeah.
They crazy. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
O2?
I forgot
Was
the
that
name of it.
Yeah.
No, I did the O2 too.
They do it every
But I
year.
didn't do the O2 that Michael Jackson was about to do.
Okay.
I did the other O2. That shit was
Right next to it,
002.
right
Yeah.
Where,
Yo, that shit was on the side.
where do you put 1 million people in one place?
Well, what happened? It's an outside festival,
Yeah.
and it goes all. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
goes all
it's
the way
crazy.
back.
It's crazy. And it's orderly too.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They because they ain't got no guns.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't DMX. That was New Zealand.
so that was that.
You make sure the country down. That's right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Yeah.
That was your biggest show, that one in London?
Yeah, that's the most. That's the most people. Yeah. They was
That's
like,
the
yo,
one
it's
that
about
meant
to
the
be.
most. That's the one that meant the most to you.
No.
The man asked what the one that meant the
Well,
most.
that's not what he said.
That's what he said.
First of all,
biggest meant the most. I mean,
Now, hold on, I'm about to whip his ass.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
He
even
says
want
that every
you to-
day.
He's eating the biscuit.
Don't try to hold me back. No, I'm about to whip his ass.
Hey, this biscuit over here. This biscuit over here is
I'm gonna tell y'all.
sausage biscuit.
Because
It's a sausage biscuit.
okay, first of all, nah, I don't even like how that sound, champ.
Yeah, that did. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to back that up.
Anyway, go ahead. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Go ahead, man.
No, I know what the fuck you said,
Come
nigga.
on, man. Biggest show,
okay.
man.
The one that meant the most to me, honestly, was when I did the Apollo when I first came out.
Wow.
Oh, that's
okay.
heavy. That's heavy.
You know why? Because I'm like James Brown,
Yeah.
Jackson 5.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, I made it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you crushed that too.
Even if I hadn't made it.
The lady came up and grabbed
Wait,
you.
wait a minute.
Boy,
No,
and I
I've
do
seen
that.
video from that show. I remember that now. I've seen video
haven't.
from it.
Yeah.
I
remember
haven't.
that.
But my thing, I'm like, yo, when I was in the dressing room, I'm like, yo, Sammy Davis Jr. been here,
Yeah.
James Brown,
that's heavy.
the
That's
Jackson
heavy.
5.
And you feel it
Sam
when you're in
Cooke.
there. You feel it when you're in there, too.
You feel that shit.
Yeah,
that shit is there. And I'm like, I'm on this same stage,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
So that meant the most to me.
Okay.
If you want to know what meant the most to me.
Had a call. My mother was working in the office then. She was like, answering the phones and stuff. I get back and off the road. And I go upstairs. I said, I'll see my mom's real quick before I go to the crib. So I go upstairs and she said, I got a strange call. This lady called and she wants to book you for a show. I said, tell them just send it to the agency. Send it to the agency. She said, no, but she wanted to speak to you. I said, Mom, stop answering the phone. People like, they crackpots. What are you? And she's the sweetest woman in the world. She'll talk to a serial killer for hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing? She said, no, Aretha Franklin just called. I said, Ma, look at me. I said, look at me, Ma. Aretha Franklin's not calling here.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with you? So I leave and I go home and I'm laying in bed and I'm watching Good Morning America. And Aretha Franklin comes on Good Morning America.
Are you about to tell us you fucked Aretha Franklin?
Listen. So here's the story.
Oh, man.
So listen. So
That's
it comes
another
down,
clip. Okay.
So it comes down
Come
to
on,
it.
Jarard. Come on, we're going to get this.
So it comes down to it. I'm sitting in the bed. I'm like, oh shit, that's Aretha Franklin. And they start talking. They said, what about rap music, Aretha? You like rap music? Do you like rap music? And she said, no, I really don't like rap music. I'm like, this.
But
gay.
she like that joint.
And she said, but there's one guy named Positive K.
I saw that.
What?
Yo, dog, I saw that. I saw it.
I
Dog,
jumped
I
out the
saw
bed and
that.
said, yo! I said, Aretha's just talking about me.
What?
Yo! I'm like, yo, this
Yeah.
shit's crazy.
Let me tell you
I'm in
some
the
real
house screaming.
shit. Let me tell you some real shit. If that was me, I'd have been beaten off watching that shit. If Aretha Franklin said my name, I'm beating off.
So listen.
On camera.
I'm
On camera.
My little condo thing
Okay,
had no
he
furniture.
started. He beat off on camera.
It was a hardwood floors and TV in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, it's Aretha Franklin. I'm
Yeah.
jumping around like, oh shit. So I called my mom. I said, I apologize. I'm sorry.
She did
I said,
call.
That was Aretha Franklin. And I get this is some crazy shit here. So I get the phone call from the agency like, yo,
Ooh-wee.
Aretha Franklin wants you to do a birthday party. I said, get the fuck out of here. How do I perform? You see the kind of show I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm spitting. The most upstairs thing I got is I got a man. I'm having it. I mean, I'm spitting hard.
If you tell me that Bay cheated on me with you, I'm about to be mad.
Hey, listen. So it comes down to it. So they say,
about to tell me
she
this.
wants to. She calls the office and she gets cool with my mom's.
Okay.
And she's like, yo, my mom sends us some flowers and whatnot, and she's like, yeah, she's real nice.
I
This,
sent her
that.
some flowers.
So she said, you gonna be doing her birthday party. I'm like, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do for Franklin. So I said, who's on the lineup? Who's on the show? She said it's gonna be the Duke Ellington Band,
Wow. Some shit you don't even fuck with. Yeah, nigga.
Bobby Womack, Sarah Dash, and you.
So she didn't even mention me. You know what? I'm sick of this shit.
That's funny. My aunt sang backup for Aretha Franklin for
Yo,
a
let
long
me tell
time.
you, if both of y'all niggas,
Or Thea Barnes,
if
that's
both
mine.
of y'all niggas tell me a story about Bay cheating on me, I promise you, I'm gonna snuff both of
No,
y'all.
I'm feeling what he's saying because, like I said, my aunt sang for Aretha for a long time.
I'm not. Let me get this
Yeah.
story.
That's bad.
So here it is. I'm on the joint, right? I land, and I get to the hotel. I mean, everything's top of the line.
Yeah.
Now she got this mall, though. This foyer of this
Yeah,
mall.
yeah.
She got the whole thing. It's hers, right? So I go to the goddamn to my hotel room. Boom. I'm beat because I was up the night before in the studio, and I'm like, yo, man, I didn't even go home. I got from the studio to the car to the airplane. I'm in Detroit. Next thing I know. Excuse me, sir. Hello, how you doing?
Case in here?
What's going on?
Tell me that's what she said.
I open the door up. There's fucking goddamn a quadrillion fucking
yo, dog.
roses. There's a quadrillion roses in a basket.
Dog, listen.
So I got a bag. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I said, what you want, money? He said, you have a delivery. I'm like, what? I didn't order anything. He said, no, this is from Franklin. I'm like,
Wow.
so thing comes in there, boom. I look at the joint. There's a bottle of champagne. I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
Early morning drinking. You know, I'm tired. Fuck it. You disturbing my sleep.
Yeah.
Drinking don't care what time you start.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm popping that, baby. I'm drinking that.
But first of all, y'all gonna stop talking about Bae like
Listen,
that.
she got chocolates in here, man. I've never
These
tasted
niggas ain't
these
shit.
kind of fucking chocolates in my life. This ain't Hershey.
No. This ain't Ghirardelli's either. This some more other,
This ain't no
Nah.
Hershey, man. This is a different kind of
It's
chocolate.
Rocher Ferrero.
So she got all kind of things in this. I mean, all kind of like expensive shit in here, man. So I'm like, okay, we can fucking sleep. Oh man. Excuse me, sir. The fuck is going on? Come back in, another bouquet of motherfucking. I'm talking about some daffodil shit, some hybrid shit they grew someplace on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She sent about a dozen deliveries in my room, bro. Bro, I had to change my room. Cause I got bad allergies, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I can't stay in here.
You should be allergic to this ass whooping.
I took the other champagnes and I said, give me another room, man. I said, take these downstairs. You know what I'm saying? And donate them to a shelter or something. Well, I said, I can't do with these. Yo, she just kept sending stuff until showtime, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, then showtime come in, everybody phone. You know, everybody coming
Fuck
downstairs.
you mean? Wow. What about my feelings?
So I'm down here. So here it is. I'm downstairs with the one Negro that coming down. You know, there's only one black guy in the crowd that come and fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know, Bobby Womack.
We call him a color. We call him a color at this point.
So Bobby fucking with me. Hey, look here, man. Come on, man. What's going on, man? You know, I'm like, look here, Bobby. What you want, man?
Yeah. He got the most piece of shit song ever.
Yeah,
Actually, he has the most piece of shit life ever.
Yo, man, you know I still got my apartment on 110th Street. You know, you trying to
No,
play
it's
something.
across.
I said, Bobby, you know, he trying to hit me up for bread. I said, Bobby, man, leave. Yo, come on, man. So me and Bobby.
Come on, positive.
We getting fucked up, man. I know you got it, man. Come on, man. I'm like, man, we had Aretha Franklin's birthday party. He said, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, I said, look here, man. We getting fucked up. We getting fucked up. They said, you know, he said, man, go over there, man. She walks in. She ain't walking, she floats in. She floats in.
Yeah, that's what she do.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, man, okay. I ain't never been scared, but I was a little concerned.
Michael Jackson. That nigga Michael Jackson floated in the room.
She floated in.
God.
I mean, I don't know how she got there, but you was just like, I didn't see no legs moving, nothing. She was just hovering in.
I've been there.
So I said, oh shit. So it comes down to it. Bobby said, look, man, go over there, man, talk to her, man. There's a bunch of bad bitches in there. I'm like, he said, man, you better leave that shit alone, man.
Nah,
I said, why would I be kicking it to fucking goddamn Aretha? He said, motherfucker, look around. He said, what motherfucker don't belong here? I said, what are you talking about? He says, the Duke Ellington Band. It's Bobby Womack and you. He said, motherfucker, you the gift.
Oh, shit.
Wait until tonight. Girl.
He said, you better go over there and talk to him, man.
That's funny as shit, nigga.
So listen, no, he ain't done. So he said, man, call Larissa, man. Her name, everybody calls Larissa. Go over there, man, and talk to it, man. Do something. I go over, I said, fuck it. I guess I gotta say something.
So wait, did she mention me at all?
She still
God
listening about
damn
that
it.
case.
God
So I
damn
go there, I start talking to her, whatnot. You know, how you doing? So, you know, she said, let me introduce you to my boys. You know, everybody who's good peoples.
That's
all
a
her
weird
boys.
name. That's a weird name.
Yeah,
Kickass.
well, what was the bass player?
Yeah,
one.
Kickass.
Yeah.
I know.
So I said, okay, boom. I said, well, listen, we standing here, we had a little drink. I said, come on, let's dance. She said, okay. No, she came over. So me and Risa is boogieing, you know. So I'm doing a little small talk, little chat, and I call her Risa, and she says,
Oh, she about to fuck you up.
"Oh shit, stop!"
Yeah, the whole
so
night is over.
She said, "Who told you to call me Risa?" And this nigga Bobby will be going, "Ah!" This nigga is screaming. I'm like,
He got you.
she said, "You keep messing with Bobby, he gonna get you in trouble." I said, I didn't know. She said, just dance.
So did she, mention me?
Dance,
Wait, hold on. Okay, did she mention me then?
She ain't say not a word. Not a word. Hey, listen, man, yo, she gave me the look. She gave me that look like motherfucker. I just know you didn't do that. And I said, oh shit.
And she still ain't mentioned me.
Yeah, but it was a good night. It was a great night, man. It was a great
I'm
night.
sick of her shit.
And that was my biggest night,
her
man.
fucking shit.
That's a big night, bro.
And I rocked for it, man. And she danced through my whole set.
Did you fuck?
Yo, don't answer that. Yo, if the answer is yes, don't answer.
Everybody told me, listen, everybody said, you know why they brought you there.
Too far.
They said, hey, Bobby said, you don't know, do you know why you're here?
Look around.
He said, look around. He said, look, he literally said, the Duke Ellington Band. He said, Sarah Dash. He said, Bobby Womack. He pointed to himself. He
Only
said,
dick working in the room, nigga. Aha. Okay, first of all, I'm offended because at that time we was fucking around. Me and Aretha. And this shit offends me. And I'm
Now you realize people are gonna think you serious.
I'm dead serious. That was bad. And you know what? She kept me quiet long enough.
Okay. On that note, listen.
Nigga.
Hey, listen, man. But yeah, that's the only thing I can talk about it.
Baby, I love you.
Listen, man.
Baby, I love you.
If you're just joining us or you joined us a little bit ago, Positive K is here, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you know it.
As we continue to celebrate hip hop.
He just
50.
made it negative though, cause he told me my bitch was cheating on me.
You know who that is.
Hey, man, listen, if you want to follow me +K_. That's on Instagram and Twitter, +K_. Official Positive K on Facebook. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Fellas, if you request me and you ain't got no shirt on, I don't care if you just got out the gym. I don't care, you know, if you just...
Nobody want to see your games,
I
nigga.
don't want to see no shoulder blades or nothing. All right, you will be blocked.
Ain't none of that?
None of that.
Oh,
You will
man.
be blocked.
Thank you for coming, man. We appreciate it. Case, appreciate you as always.
I
brother.
love y'all, man. Thank you for coming. That's what she said. But
Anyway, next Wednesday we'll be back to continue to
and
celebrate
she
hip
will
hop
say,
50
thank you for coming.
right here on the Kickback Podcast. Be cool, baby.
That's what she said.